Okay. For some reason I don't see you guys. I don't know why.
9th of September, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I see you loud and clear now.
There we go. Okay. Fine. Good morning, man. Good morning, Lou. How's
Good morning.
everyone?
Good morning.
Okay. Okay, right. As Lou mentioned, this is Rabbi Shalom First here, Yeshiva Samanapshni, Yerushalayim Care of Zoom. And this is our shir. We're moving further on in Pirkei Avos, then the ninth Mishnah. And we'll start. You should have a new document there that was sent.
Yep.
Yep, got it.
Good. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Anyone would like um, to begin reading can certainly go ahead.
I would like to. Let's see, what do we got here? Amar Rebbe Yosei ben Kisma Ham Achas Hayisi Mehelech Bederech Upaga Bi Adam Echad V'nasan Li Shalom V'hi V'hach V'hi Chazarti Lo Shalom. So it was stated by Rebbe Yosei, son of Kisma. One time there was from a part of the way, the derech. What is this word? Ufiga.
Piga, they encountered him. He encountered. Piga is to encounter somebody.
Uh, in it, a man, one man.
Right. Pugily, a person encountered. I encountered a person.
They
Pugily, I don't.
encountered a person, and he gave. I encountered a person, and he gave me peace. He said shalom to me.
Right.
He chazarti, and I returned to him. So I said shalom back to him. Amar li Rebbe Me'iza Mekom Ata Amarti Lo Me'ir Gedolah Shel Chachamim V'Shel Sofrim Ani. He said to me, Rebbe Ma'iza,
Me'eza, he said, from where? Me'eza Makamata. From
from
what place?
where? From where are you? From what place are you?
Right.
I said I said to him, from a big city of wise people and of sages. I am from that place with the wise people and the sages. Amar li Rebbe Ritzonecha Shetador Aminu B'Mikol Manu Vani Etain Lecha Elef Alafim dinare zahav vanim tovos umargalios. He said to me, Rabbi, do you need, or you need shitadur? I don't know.
He said to me, Rabbi Tzoncha, is it your desire, shetidur amanu, that you should live amongst us, you should live with us, b'mamkenu, in our place?
And I gave to you,
I will give. I will give to you.
I will give to you 1,000 dinare of gold, golden dinare, and slaves, good slaves,
Dinars, avanim tovos, and jewels, avanim tovos and jewels.
jewels. Avanim is jewels.
That's right. Stones.
Oh, stones.
Heaven is a stone.
And Margolios,
Those are pearls.
pearls. So you come to live with us, and I'm going to give you all this stuff. Amarti lo, b'nei im ata nosein li kol kesef v'zahav v'avanim tovim v'margalios shebaolam eini dar ella v'makom Torah. I said to him, my son, if you give to me all the silver and gold and precious stones and pearls that are in the world, I will not, what's dar?
I will not live.
I will not live.
A dira is a dwelling, right?
Oh, I will not dwell. Dar is to dwell. I will not dwell except in a place of Torah. L'fi she b'sha'as petirosav shel adam ein malvin lo le'adam lo kesef v'lo zahav v'lo avanim tovim u'margalios ella Torah u'ma'asim tovim bilvad. And because that at the time Patira, so I don't know.
At the time of a person's pitiraso, that so of a person's parting from this world, his passing. Patira is a person's parting.
The passing of a person, ain, what's million?
Does not aim. It does not accompany him from malavim. The levaya. Levaya is to accompany. Malavayim, they don't accompany a person.
There's not no one accompanying him. Not silver, not gold, not precious stones and not pearls. Rather, Torah and good deeds alone.
Okay. So let's stop and let's recap. But now the Mishnah is going to go into the Brisa, or rather, Brisa is going to go into psukim that bring out this point. But let's just recap what occurred here.
Okay, so I was walking on the road and I encountered a person, and he said shalom, and I said shalom. He said to me, "Where are you from?" I said to him, "I'm from a big city of wise people and sages." He said to me, "Why don't you come and live with us? And I'll give you gold and silver and jewels and pearls." I said to him, "My son, you can give me all that stuff, but I'm not going to live in a place except where there's Torah. Because all of the gold, silver, etc., it doesn't replace Torah and good deeds."
Okay. So any questions on what we've learned so far?
Well, it seems kind of odd that a person would come out of the blue and say, "Come live with us, and I'll give you all this stuff." But that's it's not a very realistic story.
Mhm. Well,
Just a given that okay, this is what happened, or are we supposed to deduce something from this chance encounter?
well, Amrli Rebbe, he recognized him to be a wise person in Torah. He called him Rebbe, right? He obviously didn't know him previously, but he knew enough about what he saw that he should be called Rebbe, right?
Okay.
And he asked him to come and live with them in his place. If he would, um, he would give him all these riches. How did he? And he said no. Even if we give him all the wealth in the world, he wouldn't live except in a Makam Torah. Mashma that the place he was being invited to live was not a Makam Torah. How did he know it wasn't really a Makam Torah? Any you had any proof of that really?
No, I mean uh, it doesn't seem like it makes much sense that he would just. The whole conversation seems to be kind of out of context. I mean, even if he calls him Rebbe, and he thinks he's a Talmud Chacham, still he just bumped into him on the road.
Right.
Both of them seem to be making a lot of presumptions that don't really.
Well, see, Lou. First of all, Lou. See, we grew up in a society, and nowadays, if you want to meet a girl, you have to have a resume. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
In my day, it wasn't like that. What, you don't want to see me unless I have a resume? I have to give a resume? You want to go out with a girl, you go out with a girl, right, Mayor?
That's right.
You didn't have to see a resume, right?
That is correct.
They didn't have shotgunim in those in your day, Rabbi?
Oh, shotgunning they had, right? But they didn't ask for a resume.
How did they? I mean, did they they must have interviewed you and found out the information, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, in general, there's the shotgunning were, they would know the person, they would know the family. In general, a little bit or great a bit, depending how well they know them, right?
I mean, it does seem kind of odd, the whole idea of the resume.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. I know I could possibly say some reason why. I mean, nowadays we have people coming and going so many different ways and places. People are not really stable in their comings and goings, right?
Right,
Like, you meet somebody, maybe even if you got a reference, let's say you know somebody, you have a cousin, you have a cousin. So you say, you know, Shlomo First, maybe you know somebody, for my cousin. Oh, how old is he? Oh, he's 24. What does he do? Oh, he's an accountant. Okay. Okay, what else? What does he want to do? He wants to move here to Eretz Israel. He's looking for a fine young wife to help live his life together. So maybe in the old days that would be enough. For some reason, I don't know. I really don't know. For some reason, that's not enough these days. Um,
I think part of it may have to do with it becoming somewhat more impersonal.
right.
I know, one of my friends in LA, he made arrangements to go to New York to find a wife.
Right.
So, he's coming from 3,000 miles away, showing up on the scene, and how does he break into the scene? He's got a shotgun, but still, it's a little bit impersonal.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's not that, there's someone who can vouch for him, and that in many cases no one's vouching for anybody, right? This
Right.
this person knows him and this person knows her. And okay. But so maybe that's why it's become common to Bismarck in our time to have a resume. But I mean, our Bryce over here now is like the opposite extreme. Here, you know, he's offering this person quite a large sum of wealth and riches without all he did was say hello to him, right?
Right.
I could see if they maybe were talking and he was impressed with his wisdom in some way, but that doesn't seem to be the case over here. Okay, so I'll tell you what. I want to leave the psukim. We'll get back to the psukim, and now let's go down to where it says Derech HaChaim. That's again the Maharal in Prague, and he's gonna have his own questions to ask about what's going on here.
Amar Rabbi Yochanan
Yeah.
ben Kisma Kule. All right, so he's quoting from our story.
Right.
I'm sorry, it was Rabbi Yossi, I guess, Rabbi Yossi ben Kisma. Yesh lish'ol dema nafka mina im haya ha maaseh ba'ir o haya b'derech. There is to ask that what is the difference?
I mean, like what? Not give me what's the practical difference?
What's the practical difference if he was if haya hamaaseh bo'ir, if he was acting in the city or on the road.
It must, like if the event if the event took place in the city or on the road.
In the city or on the road. What do I care why it was on the road?
Right. So the fact that it said he was right, that he was Mahalik B'derech, right? That's significant. If Chazal is saying something to us that they don't really have to say, right? They're not just, used to be writers that they write in newspapers and journals and magazines. They used to get paid by the word. You get paid by the, penny a word. So they would add a lot of words, right?
Mm.
But the Gemara doesn't. No one's paying the Gemara. If they're putting in words, each word is there special and they're to teach us something.
Right. Let's see. Habet Dilma Hotzricha Lamar Shinasan Li Shalom. And secondly, Dilma, perhaps it was necessary to say that he said shalom.
Actually, well, dilemma that for what reason? For what reason?
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
For what reason is it necessary to tell us that he said shalom? V'hachazrim lo shalom, and he answered shalom. Demai nafkamina v'zeh she'ein hadavar hazeh tola baguf ha-maaseh sheva lispar.
What's the, like, again, what's the practical nafka meaning in this? What that it gave him shalom and he returned him shalom. She'ein adavar tola because so this is not something which is relevant. Tola begufa is not relevant to the actual event. Shiba the sapi that's coming to be told.
The ode lama hakdim lo adam shalom v'hu v'havale the Rabbi Yossi the his chil shalom, and furthermore, for what? What is hakdim?
Yeah. Why? But oh, Lama, why hiktim lo adam shalom? Why was the other person giving him hiktim? Why did he precede the other person, give him shalom first? It said that the other person, right?
Right.
Pagali Adam, when Hazal Shalom, the other person gave him shalom first. So why was that? Why did that? Why was that allowed to happen?
Hare Amru Al. What is this abbreviation?
Um, that we say, um, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, but Amra al Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai.
Uh, that we see that it was stated by Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, Shalom.
It was said about about him. It
Oh,
was said about
it was stated about Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, Shalom Kik Dimo Adam B'Shalom, that you should not precede a person with shalom. You should not. You should not. You should always say shalom first.
well, yeah, that's the general idea. But the actually what it's saying is Shahari that because Amru, they say Al Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. It's said about Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, Shelo Agdimu Adam b'Shalom. No one ever gave him shalom first. He always preceded and gave people shalom before they would give him.
Ah, I
He
see.
was the first to give people shalom, which is which is also mentioned other places as well. That it's an important thing that you shouldn't wait for someone to give you shalom. You should go ahead and greet. You should greet people before they greet you. So here we see this other person greeted him before he greeted them, which is a little bit difficult to understand. That that's not usually the way you're supposed to behave.
Right. La'od lama hutzrecha lahosif imanu lo haya lo lomar rak ritzonecha shitadur b'mikomino
Bikomenu.
b'komenu. And furthermore, why is it necessary for you to add
Imanu.
with
Why
us?
did he have when he said, "Now, do you want to live amongst us in our place?" Right?
Right?
He said, why did he have to add the extra word imanu? Why do you have to say live amongst us? Why couldn't he just say lo havelei lemema rak? It was
Lo havale. I'm sorry. Lo haya lo lomar rak b'tzoncha. It would not. It was not for him to say only your desire. Tadur, I don't know.
no, sadur. We had that like dur to dwell.
Oh, like Dira, to dwell in our place.
Right. All he really had to say is it your desire to live with to dwell in our place, right? Why do you have to say is it your will to dwell with us in our place. What do you mean? What do you have to add with us in our place?
Oh. V'od lo
So
hava.
you see also an important point to mention here. This other person that was talking, right? We don't know anything about him, but he certainly wasn't on the level of being one of the Tanoim of the Amoroyim. He seemed to be just a regular person on the road, right?
Right,
And you see that the morale is being medayik in the words that he said, right?
right,
But if a Amor is saying something, a Tana is saying something, so those are very, very valuable words, and each word is a world in a dimension of knowledge in and of itself, right?
right,
Fact that somebody on the road, you know, so like let's say the instead of this mice this happening, let's say he's walking on the road and a dog barked at him 5 times. So you're going to make a big deal out of it. Why did it bark 5 times instead of 4 times? Dog's barking. It barked 5 times. So what do we care if how many times it barked?
right,
Not gonna, what's to learn out of that? What's to learn out of the how many times the dog barked? And so here, I mean, Lahavdil, he's a person. He's an intelligent person, right? But still, what do we have to learn from the fact that he went out of his way and said an extra word? Imana, why he could have just said, Rebbe, do you want to live in our place? So the fact that he said, Rebbe, do you want to live with us in our place? That you're making a big deal out of that. So you see, a very important thing here. Once it's been written into the Mishnayos or the Brises or the Toseftis or the Gemara, every word which is now considered to be the words of Chazal, that person's words, even though he may have been a very uneducated person and even maybe even not a holy person, right? But the fact that it's now included in Chazal, it takes on a whole different level of meaning, and you have a right to be analytical about it. So it's true. If there was such a story in the Gemara, let's say that a dog barked 5 times, so you have a right to ask, why did it bark 5 times instead of 4 times, or not 6?
right. Or you could ask, why did the Gemara bother to tell me it barked 5 times?
Right, right. So since the fact it was included in the Gemara, that's obvious, it gives it significance and worth our time and effort to understand what it means. It's like the Maisa with Brura. Maybe you remember the Maisa with Brura. Brura was the wife of Rebbe Meir. So once she met Rebbe Yossi Galili, and he asked her which way to Lud. Eza Derek LaRue, which road leads to Lod? So she said, Shote, you foolish person. You should have just said Eza Lud, the way to Lud. He went out and he would use too many words to just in speaking with her. So
What did he say? He said, Asa Derek load?
right, Eza Derek Lelud, which is the road to Lud.
And he should have said Asa Lud?
Yep. Right. Should have been shortened his expression and said just which way to Lud.
So she was criticizing him because he was making small talk with her?
It was Marba Sika Be'isha. He was going out, apparently going out of his way, speaking too much with the woman. Okay, let's see further. We're now
V'od
Yeah.
lo hava le lamar rak mimakom ploni ani ki lo sha'al al hachachamim asher bimkamo. And furthermore, it didn't need to say, it only needed to say in such and such a place. Since I didn't ask about the place, about the wise men that were in the place.
Right. So when he answered, he should have said, Rock, he should have just said, Mimkom Ploni, I'm from New York. Right? He should have said, I'm from. He was asked where you're from. So he said he's from an Ir Gedola v'Chachamim V'Seifrim. But that wasn't what he was interested in. Well, he asked where you're from. Say, I'm from Los Angeles. Didn't really answer the question.
Right. He said a big city that's, he didn't say what the name of the city was.
He didn't answer the question. And he went on to describe the place instead of telling where the place was or what the place was. He just went on to describe the place.
Right. V'od mi hagid lo shelo haya mikamo mikom Torah she'amar she'im ata nosein li kol kesef zahav shebaolam ein ani dar ella b'makom Torah. And furthermore, the one who explained or told him that it was not a place of Torah. Who told him it wasn't a place of Torah? That he said, if you give me all the silver and gold that's in the world, I would not dwell except in a place of Torah.
Right. So I think he's asking, like, how did he know that the place that he was offering to live with was not a place of Torah? Right? Didn't say that he didn't come from a place of Torah. Right?
Right. Ki bu'uli,
Like Ki Bu'ulai,
ki
perhaps.
bu'ulai, perhaps. Makomo gam kain makom Torah. Maybe it was a place of Torah.
Maybe the place he was offering to live with in was also a place of Torah. How did he know? After all, they just met each other, right?
Right. V'od. And furthermore, ha-chatuvim shehevi behis halachach tincha osach ufi olam hazeh. And furthermore, achatuvim, I don't know.
That no, va'od hakasuvim shib the psukim. Okay. All right. So now v'kasuvim. So now, okay, this question is now going to be directed at the psukim that were brought. Okay, so
They were brought.
maybe okay, so that'll be maybe okay. I'll tell you, maybe let's stop here. Because in order to see these last two questions, right? These last two questions are dependent on we seeing the last paragraph, which we didn't do. That was with the psukim, right? So I'll tell you what, tomorrow we'll review the whole event, and then we'll see the psukim, and then we'll be able to jump down to the questions on the psukim.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank
Very
you. Very good, Lou. Thank you very much. I appreciate the reading.
Very well.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah, Mayor. Thank you. All right. See you in a few minutes.
Take a break. I'll see you all soon.